No experience necessary. Low startup costs and financing options make it possible to be up and running in as little as 60 days. Call 1-877-45-SPRAY or visit SprayNetFranchise.com to be part of our February-March training. Again, call 1-877-45-SPRAY or visit SprayNetFranchise.com to finally get on the path to business ownership. This is not an offer to sell a franchise. Franchise may not be available in all states.
What does your office say to your clients? The desks and office chairs may give the impression of success, but worn-out plastic chair mats don't. Get the look you deserve. Upgrade to glass chair mats by Vitraza. I'm George Pardo, president of Vitraza. We've been supplying businesses with high-quality, American-made glass chair mats for over a decade. Business customers choose Vitraza because beautiful, clear glass chair mats completely transform the look of an office. And we've got a great offer for bulk orders. Learn more at Vitraza.com/bulk. Ordering is easy. We stock 12 popular glass chair mat sizes and ship to your office free. Here's the special offer. Order 5 or more glass chair mats and save 25% with code BULK. Go to Vitraza.com/bulk. That's V as in Victor, ITRAZZA.com/bulk.
Today's actually
You try to settle
Friday,
down for a restful night of sleep, but those uncomfortable, creepy, crawly sensations in your legs have other plans for you. Nighttime tingling and itching makes it a struggle to stay still and impossible to get the sleep you need. But there's good news. The makers of Highland's Restful Legs, the quick-dissolving homeopathic tablets that help calm agitated legs, now bring you Highland's Restful Legs PM. Restful Legs PM uses the same calming formula, plus 2 added natural ingredients to help you sleep. Keep Highland's Restful Legs PM in your nightstand. Take it the instant you feel that uncomfortable, nagging agitation in your legs at bedtime for fast, gentle relief and a good night's sleep. For fast-acting, nighttime relief of agitated legs that won't leave you groggy in the morning, pick up Highland's Restful Legs PM at Walgreens, Walmart, and CVS Pharmacy. Highland's Restful Legs does not treat restless leg syndrome. If you suspect that you have this condition, please consult a physician. Claims based on traditional homeopathic practice, not accepted medical evidence, not FDA evaluated.
Wait, that's just light.
Sports fans, we're talking all the time.
I'm full of these dudes.
You're on.
I don't think they know where they're going.
I
don't need to, because I already know how to play this, and I need to find a light, and I don't see a light nowhere. Where is the dang on little light thingy? They're usually... that's Bear. Nope, that's Bear. That's Bear.
Just feel and chill. Available at Best Buy, Office Depot, and Staples.
I saw Bear. Nope. 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 Not going there. Where's another place I could go to?
Donald Trump
I can't find nothing.
as a cat at the dog pound. But since I'm from New York, I put it this way.
Okay.
We're scaring the living hell out of him.
That is Democratic presidential candidate Michael Bloomberg punching back at President Trump on the campaign trail. This after the president's really been going after Bloomberg a whole lot, for a number of things, including his height.
Where is everything?
CNN business and politics correspondent Christina Alessi, who has been covering the Bloomberg campaign, and CNN political commentator Jen Psaki. She was White House communications director under President Obama. And I just want to give you a little more of the flavor from Michael Bloomberg, who wastes no opportunity at this point to go directly after the president.
President Trump knows only how to divide and destroy, and he has no idea how to create and unify. And it reminds me of Sam Rayburn saying that you might know. Any jackass can kick down a barn, but it takes a good carpenter to build one. He's a one-trick pony. And I'm running to make sure he's a one-term president.
So if you're keeping score at home, in the same event, Bloomberg talked about dogs, cats, jackasses, and ponies. It's like a menagerie of political insults going on here. Christina, I'll let you know the bigger issue here is, and I have a whole list of other things that Bloomberg says directly about President Trump, the insults. What does Bloomberg and the Bloomberg campaign, what do they think they're getting out of this? Why?
Oh, wow. They are getting a whole lot out of this. First and foremost, the narrative of Trump versus Bloomberg is exactly what they want to play out, because the narrative of Bloomberg versus Democrats is a whole heck of a lot more complex to play out. So they want to keep the focus on the fight between these two men. And it also has the benefit of, if Bloomberg's not engaging or attacking the other Democrats, is a unifying message. Every Democrat could get behind attacking Trump. Also, in every stump speech that I've heard when I've been on the road with Bloomberg, we've heard him say, Trump is scared of me. That's why he's attacking me. So these kinds of things feed into Bloomberg's stump speech. Also, the Bloomberg team believes there is a pent-up demand from Democrats to get in the mud and see this kind of fistfight with Trump, and they are feeding on that demand. And we see that on Instagram with the memes. We see that on Twitter. You know, this is not the first time that this language is being used. You saw a couple of weeks ago, one of Bloomberg's spokespeople was teasing Trump for his fake tan and lying about his obesity.
Yeah, they seem to be enjoying this, actually. The Bloomberg team and Mike Bloomberg himself seems to be enjoying it, Jen. And I guess my question to you is trading insult for insult effective?
I think not on its own, but what the advantage that Mike Bloomberg has at this moment is that he's on the air with $250 million in ads, and anywhere you are in the country, you see a Mike Bloomberg ad, and those are, as Christina was saying, you know, they're introducing him to the country. They're talking about rebuilding America, his work on gun safety. They have him with Barack Obama. They're attacking Trump. And then at the same time, what people are seeing is that he's getting under Trump's skin. Every Democrat is attacking Trump, but what Democrats are looking for is somebody who can get under his skin and land a blow that will get him to respond. Now, I also agree with what Christina said, you know, that it's easier for him to run against Trump and obviously to run in very well put together ads than when he gets into the debates with the Democratic candidates, because there are real questions he's going to have to answer, and he's already had to start to answer that you know, may be more difficult for him.
I just want to add one thing to what Jen said. When I was on the campaign trail with him over the past 2 days, I pressed him on when he's going to start making the case about why he's a better candidate than Joe Biden. He will not engage in that question, and it's remarkable to see. He basically said, he gave a pretty lame response, to be honest. He said, basically, I don't know other people's platforms. I don't know their policies. I'm here to talk about myself.
You know, one interesting question. If Michael Bloomberg qualifies for next week's debate in Nevada, which he might if more national polls come out, he very likely will he choose to go? Yeah. Will he choose to stand on that stage with the other?
Why wouldn't he?
Because he doesn't want to answer the question that Christina has been pressing him on. Jen, do you think that he'll choose to engage?
I agree, John. If I were him, I wouldn't go, because ultimately he has enough money to introduce himself to the public. He's doing that. It's effective right now. And if he's on the stage, it's not just his choice as to whether he's going to criticize the other candidates. You know, he deserves credit for not doing that. But he's going to have a lot of incoming because the other Democrats see him as a real threat to their possibility of winning the nomination. And he could get that from not just Bernie Sanders, who loves to have him as a foil, but also from Pete Buttigieg and Amy Klobuchar and others who also want to be in the more moderate lane.
I want to bring up a poll that came out last night from the state of Texas. This is a poll from the Texas Tribune. Why is this important? Texas is a Super Tuesday state where Christina will tell us that Michael Bloomberg has spent a fortune. Look at this poll from Texas. This is a primary poll. Bernie Sanders now leading in this Texas poll. And what's really interesting is this poll was taken between January 31st and February 9th, before Bernie Sanders won New Hampshire. So when you talk about polls, the important things is trends here. You can see Bernie Sanders, the trend for him is up, 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 up. Even in states where you might not think he would be trending up, and even in states, Christina, where Michael Bloomberg spending a fortune.
And he has a lot of ground game in Texas. And remember, this isn't necessarily new for Michael Bloomberg. Michael Bloomberg has made a lot of stops in Texas, particularly in Houston. He has a great relationship with the mayor there. His philanthropic organization has given money in past years to the city. What's remarkable here, and you say that this is bad news for Michael Bloomberg, that Bernie's up, but it's also good news for Michael Bloomberg that Bernie's up, because if he's going to take on a Democrat, that is the Democrat he wants to take on, because those are the most, you know, ideologically or politically, you know, at opposite ends of the spectrum. If he goes up against a Joe Biden, that's probably the worst case scenario for Bloomberg. But to your point, at this point, he spent a lot of money in Texas. He's got people on the ground there already. He's got to pull it through in Texas, and that's part of their Super Tuesday strategy for sure.
Christina, Jen, thank you both very much for all the reporting and the insight. Now to this. The sexual abuse scandal at Ohio State University is putting a spotlight on a key Republican in Congress.
Why is this character so much?
Jim Jordan called me crying. Groveling.
All right, what that former wrestling captain says Congressman Jim Jordan asked him to do.
36 days. That's how long it takes the average company to find their next hire. Glassdoor can help you quickly find the right job candidate in half the resumes. From 62 million job seekers, Glassdoor only matches you with qualified candidates who have the skills and experience your small business needs to grow. And Glassdoor hires are committed. They're 30% more likely to stay with your business longer. Go to glassdoor.com/hire. Glassdoor. Find the right fit for your business.
Sirius XM and Hallmark Channel are celebrating